When you guys were watching the Packer game, did you, in the back of your mind, were you thinking, how could it come to this? We're rooting for our biggest rival to win just to get in the playoffs. Was there some anger involved in having to do that?
It's really getting in touch with the human spirit over here.
Yes. Candidly, Jay. Was there anger rooting for that team?
No, we weren't angry about it. We put ourselves in that position. The only people we could be angry with was ourselves, and it wasn't the Green Bay Packers' fault.
How quickly do you pack your stuff and head to Nashville for a few days or for a few weeks? What breaking news do you have there?
Yeah, I want to read a Adam Schefter tweet because the tweets are starting to come. First, Ian Rappaport from the NFL Network said it's not looking good for Lovie, according to his sources. Adam Schefter just tweeted this. His exact tweet was, "Whoa, Bears have sent out consent forms requesting permission to interview head coaching candidates."
It's your show, dude. I mean, pick up your microphone and have a thought on that. I mean, you've taken the high road the whole way. Come over to my side. Take the low road a little bit, will you? Do you have any information you can give us?
I don't.
Would you give it to us if you had it?
Probably not.
Really? Is that because you don't trust us or because you're a man of integrity? Both?
A little bit of both.
Yeah? If you had to weigh those two, which is...
we'll see what happens. I mean, nothing's official right now.
Damn it, tell us something. Please?
We'll see.
Well, let's go to this. If this was it for Lovie, what would you say to Lovie?
Sorry, offensively, we couldn't do better for you. I blame a lot of this on the offense and our inability to perform week in and week out. I mean, defensively, they've been carrying us for a while.
How long does it take to rebuild an offensive line? Is it a reasonable expectation, and not just for your sake, but for Matt Forte's sake and for the entire offense's sake? And as I've said for quite some time now, they don't need to be dominant. They just need to be competent. How long does that take? Can that happen in one off season?
Yeah, absolutely. I no doubt in that. My second year in Denver, we were so at offensive line. My third year, we gave up 11 sacks just by getting a few key pieces. So it can definitely easily be done in an offseason.
Is this weird for you as news comes down to have a microphone in your hand as we learn stuff and you learn stuff to having to talk about it right while this is developing?
Yeah, it's not an ideal situation, but it's the situation I'm in. You don't want to speculate, and I don't really want to say anything. I don't really want to say anything, to be honest.
You know what? I don't know who you guys talk to. You guys are getting all these important texts. I'm getting texts from my brother-in-law, the Beast, telling me how many beers he's going to have later this afternoon and when the party starts. I got absolutely no football knowledge coming through my iPhone.
Wait, did you say his name is the Beast?
Well, his last name's Beastick. He's my brother-in-law and best friend, but we call him the Beast.
The Beast.
Yeah.
Where's he at?
He's in, I believe he's in Boston right now, flying back to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Yeah.
What are you doing for New Year's?
Really nothing. Half my family's in Orlando, one's in Boston. I have a date with a beautiful bottle of scotch later today.
Otto could be interviewed for the new OC job.
Listen, I could be your boss. How about that? What are the thoughts? What kind of thoughts do you have about that?
I don't think we'd work well together.
Why not? For what reason?
Too many to count at this point.
Really? What would be at the top of your list of reasons why you would not want me being the guy sending in stuff into your headset on game day?
General football knowledge.
Really?
Or lack of.
Oh!
Really?
Yes.
How about when it comes in, hey, Jay, don't throw it to the guy wearing the other jersey?
I'm not saving you. Don't look at me. Cutler looked at me. I'm like, not now.
I mean, seriously, that's the kind of give and take we would have.
Yeah, and that's...
And you know what he would say?
You just proved my point.
Tell Waddle to go blank off.
Yeah, exactly.
Just proved my point.
All right, so Ian Rappaport from the NFL Network is just reporting, breaking, the Bears have fired Lovie Smith, I'm told.
Do you have to leave? You can't go anywhere. You don't have to leave, do you?
All right, why don't we let Jay? We'll let him collect himself. Go back to the offensive huddle. You want to give us a word about Cadillac? And we'll continue about the changing landscape.
Why is he laughing?
At Hallis Hall?
Because your coach just got fired and now you're pitching Cadillac for some reason. It just seems like an odd transition.
It really is. Play the music. Let's do this. Announcing season's best event from Cadillac, featuring an exciting new lineup of Cadillac vehicles like the quick, nimble, all-new ATS Esquire Magazine's 2012 Car of the Year, built to take on the world with its 3 engine choices, optional rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. The ATS is truly a driver-focused sedan delivering a thrilling performance. Or how about the stunning all-new Cadillac XTS, a car that will not only move you but transport you well into the future. You can also get behind the wheel of the newly redesigned 2013 SRX luxury crossover featuring the Q Cadillac user experience. This brings the simplicity of the tablet to your dashboard. Of course, there's the exhilarating CTS Sport Sedan, CTS Coupe, and CTS Sport Wagon. Or why not step to the iconic Cadillac Escalade like me? Season's best event going on now. Visit your Chicagoland, Northwest Indiana Cadillac dealers or CadillacDealer.com for very attractive lease or purchase offers.
All right, so the reports are out there that Lovie Smith may have indeed been fired this morning. We'll continue to talk about that. It's the Jay Cutler Show, brought to you by Miller Lite at 115 Bourbon Street on ESPN Chicago.
Waddle and Sylvie on ESPN Chicago.
All right, we're live at 115 Bourbon Street, and the reports are in that Lovie Smith has been fired. And they are calling in earlier. Jay, you tell us. What's the situation here now?
We were scheduled for noon. Now they're bumping it till 11, so got to hit the road.
So what can you say now that the reports are in that Lovie will be out as head coach?
I think it's just going to be a sad day at Hallis Hall. A lot of respect for the guy. He's made friends with a lot of the players. He's a player's coach. I've been very, very lucky in my 7 years. I have 2 excellent head coaches that gave a lot of respect to the players and listened to them, and Lovie was definitely one of them.
In all due respect to Lovie and what he's accomplished here in Chicago, is there a sense of, and not to be maudlin or I don't know how to describe it, but is there a sense of excitement that maybe this is a new beginning for you and the rest of your teammates?
Maybe in the next couple of days. I think right now it's just a little surprised, a little sad. Wish I could have done more offensively to help him out. That's kind of all I got.
But the message coming from the general manager's office right now has to be one that, look, our sights are set high. And if we don't reach certain goals, things are going to change, even to good people.
Yeah, a little bit. I've been around Phil and kind of got to know him. He means business, and he's going to do everything possible to help this organization win, and he wants to win now and not later. So I'm sure that he's got a plan in place, and I'm sure it's a good one.
You mentioned about the love in that room for Lovie. The one thing that you can't criticize is especially the defensive players absolutely love this guy. Do you expect it to be a tough emotional meeting when you head there now?
Yeah, I think so. There's going to be some angry guys. There's going to be a lot of guys asking questions of why. It's part of the business. It's a tough business, and anytime someone's been in an organization for that long, it's hard to let them go, and there's going to be a lot of emotions.
I know you have to leave. Will you commit to coming down and spending some time with us later in the week to kind of go over a few days afterwards?
That was my suggestion, actually.
No, that was mine.
He brought it up.
That was mine.
I asked him to call the show, and Jay.
Did you just go with it?
Yeah, you had nothing to do with that.
Gosh.
Yeah, I'm come down. I gotta okay it with the boss first and see what she's doing, but
bring her too.
Yeah, she could stop by.
Probably Thursday. What is today? Monday?
Yeah, today's Monday.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna say Thursday or Friday, but somewhere this week. Yeah.
So you'll be in the Cadillac Studios this week.
Bring Camden as well.
Cam might come. I might bring him.
Okay, and before
he would enjoy that.
We got room.
Before we let you go, I don't know if you know Bears history, but since Ditka, they've hired all defensive assistant coaches to be the next head coach. Mm-hmm. You as a quarterback, would you like to see them hire a guy with an offensive background as the head coach?
I've had both. There's plus and minuses to argue each case. I'm not going to give a preference on what I want, what I don't want, because I don't really know at this point. And I trust Phil and management and George and those guys, and they're going to make the best call. They're going to get the best possible head coach and assistant coaches and coordinators in as they can. So you just got to trust in that.
We appreciate the time you've spent with us this
Thank
year.
Sorry, I got to get out of here early. Good luck with these two clowns.
You and your family have a very happy New Year, and we'll touch base with you later in the week.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you for everyone coming out this year. Sorry we couldn't do better for you, but I guess we're going to get some changes to Hallis and the Bears, and we'll be better next year.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jay. Be good.
There goes Jay Cutler again. He has to leave Bourbon Street early. We're at 115 Bourbon Street, 115th Street. And Kedzie, he's got to now be up to Hallis Hall for the 11 o'clock meeting with the announcement that the Bears have fired Lovie Smith. It didn't surprise me.
No, it didn't me either.
It didn't,
it's a new era in Chicago Bears football history. It really is, with George McCaskey involved. I think it's a more proactive group. And again, I don't think this is a moment to celebrate anything because a good man's losing his job. But it was time. It was time for them to make the change, and I think that you're seeing that business is being done differently.
All right, so your thoughts on the news, 312-332-3776.